Hello, friends, and welcome to this exciting, thrilling, and remarkable episode of Talking with Fancy People. Like a lot of you, I'm constantly thrilled and amazed with Talking with Fancy People. But unlike a lot of you, I'm here to say good job about that, instead of telling you, why do you watch that garbage, or whatever. That's the difference. That's the difference between me and the other people in your life. And now I can see myself right there. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? That is so nice. And this guy is going to be on top of him, so it doesn't matter. I'm not blocking myself or anything.
Right.
It's going to look just fine. I can see myself there. You'll notice, what do I have next to me? What do I have sitting right next to my face? Well, it's a lizard. It's Larry the lizard right here. He's a lizard, and he was on this fence. Isn't that nice?
I think that's nice.
Yeah, it's adorable. Hi, Winston's mom. I don't know if you've heard the news. Host Eric's live streaming right now about typology. Finally! God, that guy never publishes.
Yeah.
Slim Shady, is that the name of the lizard? I don't really need to see my I guess it's kind of nice to see my face. Hi, Nicola Hristov. How you doing today? Email Anthrax? Hello. How are you today? Holy crap, there's a lizard next to me? I know. It's fine. It's a friendly lizard. It catches any flies that land on me. Hi, Benjamin Bailey. You know the traditional answer to the question, what up, right? The answer is, traditionally, the sky. It's hilarious because you expect the person to answer the question, not much. Because they don't literally mean up vertically. What? Okay, careful, you're going to knock over your pap flop. I know. It doesn't happen very often, but I'm streaming about typology today. SININESEFETE. Pew, 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 pew. Dominant function, second slot. Absolute value, instrumental value. Pew. How you guys doing? Rachel, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good too. You know, earlier I was standing right here. Rachel was patiently waiting for me to move, and I just thought she was standing next to me and looking at what I was doing, and I realized, oh wait, she's waiting for me to get out of her way. Anyway.
And you love me.
Of course I love you, my darling. That's one of the wonderful things I love about you. Instead of saying, Eric, you're just something you really need to work on, okay? When somebody's standing here, you need to be more aware. ESFJs will tell you shit like that, you know. ESFJs do.
You are right.
Whereas INFJ had a more intuitive understanding of the other person's identity and being in a way. And, like, it's so counterproductive to tell me that kind of shit. You gotta not be really caring a lot about them, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of nectar are you guys having right now? What kind of nectar? Currently, I'm enjoying strawberry banana nectar. It's the kind of nectar I typically roll with when I don't get your typical regular nectars that I normally do roll with, like your guava. I'm really, to be honest, I'm much more likely to roll typically with your guava nectar. I wasn't even sure if there was nectar inside of bananas. I was pretty sure there wasn't any nectar inside of them.
I didn't think so either.
But they squoze some banana nectar out. No, SE is an action function, Legends Fall. It's a SE is Nike's slogan, or no slogan at all. SE is sup when you feel like it, you know? SE is, you know what, let's just start it and we'll be done before we know. Come on, let's just get it out of the way. That's all SE. So, that's what kind of function it is. It's a do function. I have the same kind of function, a do function, but mine is a little bit different because mine doesn't actually do things. It instead talks about things, which is like doing things, but yet less useful. Yeah, a doing function. If you like to do the do with your doy do's, then you should do this. I'm telling you. Hello, MC McPhee. Hello, Lauren McGinley. Hello, Lorna Nicole.
We've got the 3 Scots.
The 3 Scots. All 3 people who live in Scotland. Because, you know, the population of Scotland is 3. Everybody else moved away recently. The entire population of Scotland is here in our live stream. Earlier today, before the live stream, I was watching with Rachel some old comedians, bits of type my YouTube video lol on your typing stream. Okay, what's your channel called? Captain Channel Pants. Well, I assume that's just how Scotland goes. You guys all have to share, the whole country to share one internet connection, right? That's what I heard. They have one Wi-Fi connection in Scotland. And the further away you are from Glasgow, the slower the Wi-Fi. I think the influx of Scots is strange. No. I did go to Foothills Middle School. We were the Highlanders. A Scotty dog was our mascot. I assumed that Scotland knew about this. I assumed that my school alerted Scotland to the student body every year.
Yeah.
So they would know who were on their side.
Right.
And you guys probably were following up on that, you know. You knew I was a Highlander from way back when, and that my mascot was a Scotty dog, so, you know, we were like wavelinking. Watch what this is.
That it was wavelinking.
This is the international sign for wavelinking. Speaking of personal heroes, have I mentioned that one of my personal heroes is the guy who pretended to be a sign language interpreter in South Africa? I really, really admire that guy. He's got some balls. You know, it's like, wow. Good job, dude.
I'm gonna hop on with you.
Sure. Talk about fake it till you make it, you know? Do I look like I'm in jail here on the live stream interwebs? Because I sure as hell feel like I'm in jail. You want to see where you are? Let's look.
Oh.
You're not quite in screen. You want to scoot a little closer? I scoot a little more this way.
There you go.
There we are.
Here we are.
Just a couple of silver spoons.
Just a couple of silver spoons.
We're 2 of a kind, making orange rinds. Meow, 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 meow. Together, we're gonna eat some, yeah. You and I, together.
We gonna eat some, yeah.
Meow, 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 you can't meow. Silver spoons together. You and together. Okay, Benjamin Bailey here. I'll make you briefly a moderator and you put your link on. I'll moderate you. I'll demoderatificationalize, as it's sometimes referred to. What language do you guys think you could best fake? Japanese at this point, probably.
Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli's a language. That's fair. You know.
Or, yeah, Liza Minnelli.
Oh. You know, when you listen
really
to them,
good.
If I could listen to a little bit of Japanese animation, then I could imitate Japanese talking pretty good, I think. If I practiced it a little bit.
Yeah, you are good at it. I do believe, though, if I were in Scotland, that I would probably pick up an accent. Because that's just how I am.
Dual function FE, dog. Up in the his in.
Oh, thank you.
Um, I would say that I'm best at Japanese pronunciations of English. So things like deep purple, or they go, yeah, they're talking to each other and they say, oh, this is your number one power, or something like that. Yeah, next receiver. That's from Haikyuu.
Yeah.
And
what's the word that they always say for like so? It's like wassa walla 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 walla.
What?
Wassa wassa.
Walla.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And akashimasu. I'm learning lots of little bits of Japanese and hearing how much English they put into their language as well.
Yeah, you're good at discerning that.
Rival. This is my eternal rival. Do you guys want to know the word slut in a couple of languages?
Yeah.
Sure.
I do.
In Japanese, it's rival. Okay, there's Benjamin's thing. So we're going to critique Benjamin's channel on the live stream. That sounds fun. Let's explain to Benjamin what's wrong with his live stream. What's wrong with his channel, I mean. I'll be like, your channel is wrong because it loses because meow.
What's going on here?
I'm gonna just meow, and you're gonna be like, oh no!
Oh my god, that changes the difference.
That makes all the difference in the world now.
All the difference. I literally just blew my mind.
I thought that things were getting totally figurative, and then I realized that no, literally, they're literal.
Oh my god, literally? They're literal?
They're literally literal.
No way.
They are. That's the thing that surprised me. Because I thought they were figuratively literal. I would have a hard time believing they're literally literal. Okay, what I'm going to do here is copy the address. Because of this thing that YouTube did. I'm going to paste it here. Take out the studio dot. Meow the thing. Copy it. Okay. Now, I'm going to meow the meow in the following fashion. Then we shall know the true meaning of Christmas after I paste this into here, and we shall evaluate with mercilessness this guy's channel.
I'm Ben.
Oh, likely story, Ben. Likely story.
Olga encouraged me to do this for the group to be able to put up for debate what my type is.
Well, what's the type that leaves the volume too low on their recording? Besides me, I mean.
Conclusion of what my type is. Alright, so the first question, as I'm introducing myself, is name some of your favorite subjects at school, your interests and hobbies. So, some of my favorite subjects when I was in school was, definitely, I liked
boring the living hell out of people? I mean, don't get me wrong, I do it too. I do it all the time. But, I'm sure you would love for me to watch that video and tell you what type I think you are. That's totally not going to happen.
You should believe him.
You know why? Because I don't want to wait for my life to be over before I eat a lot of cheese. I've not had yet enough.
But if you do want to get typed, he can type you for $100 for an hour.
That's true. You can hire me if you wish to. Okay, so now that I've got the meow and the meow, we can get rid of this meow. The thing is, let me stress something though, before I go away from the topic. Because Benjamin Bailey, I want to make something very clear. When I first started making YouTube videos, my YouTube videos were genuinely extraordinarily boring. By which I mean, I'd sit there and sort of have the process of me thinking out philosophical ideas on camera in front of me. So don't get me wrong when I say that you're boring, I don't mean to dismiss you as a YouTuber at all. Understand that my position on it is everybody has a whole range of different quality videos that they make. Some of mine are terrible and some of mine are good and whatever. So I don't mean to dismiss you as a YouTuber at all. Please don't take from it that. But I'm not. You're not going to successfully get a typing out of me that way. You'd have to have lots of bells and whistles and fireworks and explosions and stuff in your video to keep me interested enough to watch it through to type you, to end up typing you, you know? Especially since you're answering dumb typology questions anyway. Like, those questions in that test that you were answering, those questions aren't... It's not how you type somebody. What hobbies do you have? I mean, I sometimes will ask that question, I guess. But the thing is, if you ask the question, it's a lot more meaningful than if you just... If you're asking it in person, right? Because you can go meow, and then meow, and then meow, and then meow. I loved Eric back then. I viewed him as a mastermind guru. Now I understand. He's just bathed in his own illusions. Well, I don't blame you, Benjamin Bailey. I don't blame you. Don't blame you for trying. But, you know. Who's Sandra Stahl? How did they get a wrench?
That's a good question, E. McPhee. When do you think the queen is going to die? I mean, she just keeps on hanging on, doesn't she?
Oh, that queen of England?
Yeah.
Was she 150 years old now?
I don't know. She's like up there. She still looks good. In my opinion. Like, I wouldn't think that she's gonna kick the bucket anytime soon. Fuck, she's 97?
That's
Jeez.
that adrenochrome.
What?
It's that adrenochrome. Okay, guys, we're supposed to be talking about typology. Okay? Please, stay on topic.
I think life would be more interesting for England in general if she were to pass. Because, like, who's going to be the next in line? Is it Charles? Like, I don't know. He has, like, that reputation. Not a lot of people like him. So, I don't know. It's, like, it's really interesting. I think it would make a much more interesting country once she passes.
Well, you know...
He'll probably die soon, too. Right. Which means, because, like, what? Is he in his 60s? No?
He's royalty, okay? We commoners shouldn't even be worrying about what he's doing.
Right.
He knows best. He's royal. That means he has magical powers of some sort. Or at least magical blood that makes him important.
Right.
Us unimportant people shouldn't worry about what they're going on or what they're doing. Hi, host Eric. I'm not sure if you saw my message above. Is it okay if I email you? Of course it's okay to email me. People do it all the time. A good approach is to alert me ahead of time, as this person does, of the son here, because now I'm likely to go look and see what he has to say. And think, okay, well that links to this other thing. I'm much more likely to open and read it than if somebody doesn't alert me to the fact they emailed me in the stream. Then I just go like, yeah, I'll get to this thing later. It really depends. I'm kind of like that lizard on the fence. I'm holding on. There's up, there's down, there's sideways. But at the end of the day, I'm just chilling there.
What do you think about Cloud going on 90 Day Fiancé?
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it a lot.
I think
you're perfectly suited for it.
Yeah,
Clyde.
perfectly suited. Everything will go at the pace that you like.
They pay you in a loving spouse.
Yep, they do.
That's how they pay
you get money that way.
Same as The Bachelor. They pay you in a loving relationship.
Yes, they do.
at the end of the show, you get to be with your soulmate.
And I do believe that the longer you stay together, like, the better, or the more money that comes in. There's, like, a lot of incentive to win.
I would like to, see, one of those shows, but with me as the matchmaker, me and Rachel.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so great.
I think we could actually successfully do it, because I think we could use typology and enneagram to eliminate almost everybody, basically. The key to being a good matchmaker is to eliminate almost everybody.
Yeah, it's not really those mixers.
What? Karma's pimp, are you telling me these people aren't really taking their marriages very seriously?
They bring them back?
Even after our full 90 days? You're an Enneagram 24, huh?
24, exactly. I'll have a line hand, I'll give you it. That means that you are a people pleaser, but you are very independent about how you please those people. It's like, don't tell me how to... I'm doing you a favor. Don't tell me how to do it.
Every matchup is a disaster type of duel. Well, my position on it is, if we were going to do a show like that, then Rachel and I would look for the TWFP duel, which is just like the socionics duel, except for perceiving types in an SS match, whereas for judging types, N and S don't match. Whereas in socionics, N and S don't match, period, for all dualities.
Yeah, personally, I agree with what Eric has to say. And I do believe that, I really truly do believe that ESTP is best with ISFJ.
And the other thing is, what I was saying to the car to Rachel. So, it's absolutely the case that I've become increasingly, Gracie, you made me lose my train of thought.
Oh, come on now.
Stop with that.
See, this is what people talk about, Grass Eater.
So, like, even if you are right, those people, like Philip, I know one of those royals is quite shady.
Yes, he
right?
he's with the Epstein people.
Right, so
he's not.
Look, it's true that at least one of those royals is mixed up in that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, nobody wants to think about that all the time.
Yes, we were on a nice track of talking about how if we were to bring types together, that we would have perceivers with perceivers and judges with judges. And I said that I typically find that ESTP has more success with an ISFJ than an INFJ.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what Legends Fall is saying here. So, judging functions identical in the same slot and everything, or just the same functions? Perceiving functions, opposite attitudes. Okay, so like me and Rachel, but same slot. Okay, so then, yeah. So you'd say that's the. But see, for you then, like ESFJ and INTP would no longer be duals, or would they still be duals? So according to you, it's all me and Rachel type. It's all Mirage. Mirage is the dual, is the real dual, according to you. Then, okay. You're saying Mirage is the real dual. I'm saying let's split it in half. That for perceivers, Mirage is correct for judgers, for actual judgers and actual perceivers. So remember, of course, INFJ is actually a perceiving type, even though they have a J, right? But for actual judgers, it's better to do Socionics duality. For actual perceivers, it's better to do TWFP duality or Mirage type. So, and one of the reasons I was talking about this in the car with Rachel, actually, on the way back from the weed store, and it's that I really do seek a lot of receive, and Rachel's a receive type. So being an action type means I underutilize and sort of miss and suffer from the absence of adequate reception.
Can I?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
And so, what was I saying? I keep getting distracted.
Types.
Oh, right. So it's like, what happens if I'm in a normal dual relationship? What happens is I get with an ISFJ, and I get a lot of receive that's not in the area where I want to act. So in other words, it's always taking me out of my native plane where I want to be acting and receiving, and it's saying, let's balance you out by having you spend less time in the metaphysical plane and more time in the physical world. And that does balance me out, but it's not the kind of receiving that I'm really seeking or feel, liberates me or makes me feel more like myself or a better version of myself. That kind of receiving is the kind that Rachel's induced in me, which is I have a lot of I've been watching a lot of media and listening to stuff. I'm really enjoying music and movies and stuff that I, by and large, didn't go out of my way to make time for ever. As a general rule, in the past, since I started this YouTube channel, basically, I've been very self-absorbed, and reaching out and being able to enjoy and experience new media and see all these cool new movies that I never would have otherwise seen, and Rachel and I sharing the experience of listening to music together. And showing each other stuff. It's great. It's fantastic. It's exactly what completes me, quote unquote, rather than what balances me. And I'd rather be completed than balanced.
Yeah.
I desire everything. Do I have to desire everything?
I desire everything.
Are there a few things that I can maybe not desire?
Yeah.
I can think of a couple things that I don't desire. For example, thermonuclear war. Not on my Christmas list. Maybe it should be. Maybe that's what you're saying. Hey, Eric, it's not on your Christmas list, but it should be, because you need to desire absolutely everything. And I can respect that if that's what you're saying. Okay? I'm not going to agree, but I can respect that. Okay?
I agree.
Oh, you're Love Amazing Facts.
Oh, hey! Love Amazing Facts. That makes sense, right?
That's definitely an FI dom thing to say.
Yes,
Desire
you are an
everything.
INFP.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do for everybody out there in the viewing world right now. I'm going to pull a transubstantiated bong rip. Now, I do not know which is which anymore at all.
That's so great. Neither do I.
But I think...
Me too. I'm going to join you on that.
I think this one is the purple, the California Passion? Coastal Pacific Passion. We got two weeds here. We got Pacific Passion, and then this is Gorilla Glue number 4, and they look and smell almost identical.
Yeah.
But she definitely got them out of different jars.
Yeah, she did.
So,
maybe we should have gotten them labeled, or this is half the fun.
Well, the reason, and I could have it backwards. I thought about it there. I thought, no, I'll be able to tell. I can tell Gorilla Glue, but I can't tell. I can't tell which is which. They look so similar. It's crazy.
They do.
And
they smell similar.
Mm-hmm. You see this here? I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but Alright, let's pull the bottom of each and see if we can tell apart that way. Let's
Okay.
both try to do it and then independently say, I'm going to mark one of these bottles. Which one did this bottle, when did this one come
That
from?
one's from that one.
Okay. I'm going to mark
wait.
it. Maybe not. No, I think this is
Yeah, that's from here. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I think this is. I don't know what this is. Okay.
mark this bottle. There we go. There. Okay.
Okay, so.
This is bottle number 1. So,
Alright, is that what we're taking from?
well, you just took from that one.
Damn it.
That's fine. No, you start number 2 first. I'll start number 1 first,
Okay.
then we'll switch.
Okay.
It's fine. Favorite drug is Typology? I would say it's not really so much of a drug. I think my favorite drug is probably Adderall.
Oh, Lorna Nicole says her drug is love.
Again, not a drug. Drugs are things that you ingest that make you high.
Well, so what do you think about the idea of people claiming that they're love addicts?
I mean, I would say that they probably are. I mean, in the sense that in other words, they have a problem controlling their indulgence in a given thing in which you can indulge.
Okay.
But not all things in which you can indulge are really
That
drugs.
it's not a drug, right?
Like gambling
I
is
got
another
you.
one. Some people can lose a lot of money gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, I'll get into a little phase where I say, "Ooh, I'm gonna buy some lottery tickets," and I do for a little while, and then I always lose, and I go, "Why did I do that?"
We should, yeah, but last time we actually did pretty good. I
Oh.
got the $5 back, remember?
That's true. You did. I lost some, and then you got it back.
Yeah.
But then I remembered. That's right. Lottery tickets are a bad bet, right? I mean, they're inherently, by definition, a bad bet.
Oh my gosh, Cloud, this is like so interesting. In Serbia, everything closes after 6 p.m., which is so dumb. The smaller the time frame, the higher the concentration of humans. My sister's gonna have to deal with that.
Do you believe someone can become addicted to weed? I mean, no, not really. I mean, it depends what you mean by addicted. Personally, I would say I'm addicted to cigarettes, but I'm not addicted to marijuana. And the reason I would say that is because I don't really fiend it that bad if I have to go a couple days without, as I have plenty of times in various travels, you know.
Me too.
If I were to go drive for a while, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's just sex or smoking. I'd give up smoking. Oh, you mean smoking weed and cigarettes, or just cigarettes? I'd give up cigarettes if I wouldn't miss them so much, you know. Anything that's pleasurable has the potential to become addictive. Well, in other words, everybody has within them the potential to self-indulge, and to some extent that's acceptable, and to some extent it becomes excessive, and it depends, you know. Hello, how are you? I think the problem is in the consumer society. Where in it is it? Is it in the upper left-hand corner? It's easier for you to quit speed than caffeine. Well, I mean, the thing is, of course, when we talk about quitting caffeine, what we really mean is quitting some of our favorite beverages. The caffeine isn't really even hardly a drug. It's just sort of a digestive system disruptor.
Mm.
It's not an amphetamine or stimulant. It's a jitteriness inducer. It's not bad for you in any way, you know. In fact, coffee is considerably probably better for you than, say, Pepsi with sugar in it, because sugar is one thing that actually it has a unique relationship with your body compared to other kind of things you eat. Caffeine dries the brain out. Cloud. Well, you know.
Smoking better than caffeine.
Cloud, that's why it's important to base what you think on actual stuff sometimes, instead of just random whim. You know. I mean, I suppose it would be hard for me to quit it completely. Sometimes we just forget and don't have coffee until like the evening time, and sometimes I go like, God, I really want a cup of coffee. But it's not the same thing as the cigarettes at all. Cigarettes, I'm genuinely... The thing is, I actually have something I'm actually addicted to. Cigarettes. It's the only thing I've ever really been addicted to. Even alcohol, I was an alcoholic, but I wasn't addicted to alcohol.
Like, when I was in New York, and I never thought that I was addicted to weed. I just wasn't being accepted for, like, a habit I enjoyed. I don't know. That's more it. Like, I wasn't like an addict.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Federico. Consumer, meaning the ones who consume the drugs. Remember when we say consumer society, it's a term of art that refers to a part of the economy? So that's why I was confused. You meant consumption society or whatever. I agree with you, Federico, with what you said there about the problematic use of substances is linked to the consumption of something. Some people are addicted to drugs, or others to running, eating, or whatever. Yeah. And what makes it problematic is that it becomes a replacement for a fuller, more meaningful life. Some people, like, the advantage of cigarettes as an addiction is that they don't typically affect your life until they kill you, right? If they kill you. Now, according to my little pamphlet that I got with the cigarettes, more people each year die of smoking than cancer, car crashes, and combined, or something like that. Of course, that's nonsense, because it's one of those things where everything's a smoking related illness if you smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you still smoke, regardless whether it actually is or not. So, the thing I like to point out to people about cigarettes, and people are always surprised to hear it, if you've not heard me say it before, you'll be surprised probably, is that the chances of somebody who smokes getting lung cancer, according to all the official statistics I could find, are about 1 in 320. Now, that's substantially higher risk than people who don't smoke, which is about 1 in 10,000. But nevertheless, it means 319 out of 320 smokers don't get lung cancer. So, the point is, you probably wouldn't think that based on public service announcements, public health messaging, and stuff like that. They don't tell you statistics that are actually useful like that, right? Let's see. I've got a 319 out of 320 chance of not getting lung cancer from smoking. Fantastic. Yeah. It's about the same fatality rate as coronavirus. That's a good point.
Oh my goodness. Can you look at the kitty cuteness?
Sure. Can we show our internet friends?
Yeah, please.
hold this for a second and I'll go see if I can see if we're in the frame. Yes, there she is. What a precious angel, darling.
Oh my gosh, she is the cutest.
What an angelic wonder. I
She's
love her.
so autumnal.
I love her with my emotional heart. Oh my goodness. Oops. No, stop doing that. Stop meowing the meow. Okay, there, and then put this like meow. Okay, and then and then like and then and then yeah. Okay, so as you can see, our cat is in the chair. She's loving, living, and learning as always. Pretty exciting stuff. This is the kind of visual and auditory guided tour you can only find here amongst the hallowed halls of Talking with Famous People. If you love kitties and chairs, you're going to love Talking with Famous People. But we've got non-stop kitties and chairs.
She decided to get the cozy spot.
She's a Cosertons, that's what they call her. She likes to enjoy whimsy, coziness, quilting. She's huge into quilting. That's a quilting cat. Benefits of cigarettes. As far as I know, there are no benefits of cigarettes. Except, of course, looking cool. I mean...
Yeah.
You really shouldn't discount the value of this.
Yeah. A lot of actors and actresses smoke. They just don't like to get papped doing it.
By papped, she means given an involuntary pap smear. Especially if they're males. They don't like that. Really, because it just ends up being somebody rubbing a Q-tip against their chode. Anyhow, no, she actually means paparazzi, I believe. What's the cat called? The cat's name is Capio, which means sweetheart in Hawaiian. R is here. You know, I didn't consider maybe you're a pirate last time. Or you did not unsubscribe. Thank you for not unsubscribing. Continue to update me every time you come here. Okay, well, Eric, sorry, I did unsubscribe. Well, you put up too many videos. You post too many videos, Eric. I can't stand it any longer. You're spamming my alert file or whatever. Is there any benefit to hitting your head against a wall? Feels good when you stop? Is that a benefit, though?
Too.
Is that a benefit? Can someone give me a video idea? Yes. You can do a video all about how, you know...
Cats stay cozy.
I think you should do one video that's about how you are, you know, how you see much more clearly than everybody else. You should also do another video about, you know, how everybody's BRNG.
Okay, I'm gonna take another bong rip from the other.
Oh, right. I forgot what I was, again, it's like, I'm just like scattered right now. I'm scattered like like seeds in the wind. Hello, Peter. Well, look who we have here. We have our other friend.
Peter?
So, yes, the cat.
I got him.
The cat had. Well, let me show the people before.
Oh, sure. He deserves to be seen. He's a beautiful peacock.
He's a very special peacock friend.
Yes, hi Peter.
I'm going to feed him right here so that people can see him.
Okay.
Let me pull this thing up. Okay, now I will. Okay, I'll feed him up here. Here, Peter, up here. Here, buddy.
There he goes.
I'm just gonna get the cat in the shot too.
Oh my gosh, what a pleasant scene. This is
Here.
our life in Arcadia.
It's Peacock and Kitty Friends. So, yeah, this is the deck. So as you can see,
I love our little family.
you know, I really like it when we come here and Pete is sitting just on the deck next to the cat in the chair. That makes me feel very happy. It's like,
Yeah, it's
oh my
cute.
god, the peacock and the cat are friends.
Friends, yeah.
They hang out together.
Mm-hmm.
Where does one find an ENFJ? Well, if you're looking for, are you looking for a female ENFJ or a male ENFJ? Well, I agree that the cat is cuter than the peacock, but that's asking the peacock to win the wrong contest. Like if instead of it was a cuteness contest, it was a blueness contest, the peacock would clearly win. The peacock is much more blue.
I have a personal opinion of where people can meet ENFJs.
Tell us.
Work.
Or if you're looking for an ENFJ, a chick, what about Zandy? She's single now.
Here.
She's around here. She's single. She's Zandy. She's cool. We visited
she's
her
really
in our state capital. In our delightful state capital.
Sacramento. That was fun. It is a delightful capital.
Or you can see if Megan Lavoda has decided to renounce her scissoring ways and come back to the straight and narrow team. In which case you could go get on her, maybe. Have you thought about that, H? Have you thought about getting on Megan Lavoda? Peter, what do you think? Peck the deck if you think yes. He says yes.
Okay, so I already think that what I'm smoking is Gorilla Glue.
Okay.
But let's see.
Let me try it. I'm going to pay attention this time. You're smoking from this one, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to take from the other one.
Okay. So, somebody said, why is this bird in my yard? Because we feed him, basically. That's why. He comes back here because we feed him. He comes back here 3 times a day, and we feed him cat food. My dad got us this big bag of economy cat food that the cat doesn't really like very much.
No.
But the peacock prefers it over the expensive cat food, which is very convenient. So we just feed him this cat food, and
Pacific Passion.
he has learned that he doesn't have to go look around for seeds to peck or whatever. He just comes back here, and he will honk the shit out of us if we don't feed him too.
Yep. Like what? Yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday that was after I fed him though. He went on this honking fest. I was like, what the fuck are you honking about?
I know, because he wants more.
No, I gave him plenty. And I was like, you know, he seemed like he wanted to just complain about something.
Oh.
Maybe he was meowing yesterday too.
Yo.
Yesterday was a pretty meow day.
day.
It was a pretty meow day. So yeah, these things walk around the streets here in Arcadia, and he doesn't live in my yard. He comes and goes as he pleases, but they are able to fly. It's rather an undertaking for them, like in the sense that they have to Oh, let me take the filter off that camera. There, it's a little better, huh?
Oh, you can see all his colors. He's really coming in.
Yeah, when I took before I had the filter for the green screen on, so it was replacing all of his green with background. Oh,
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, now I took the filter off and he looks more vibrant.
So vibrant.
Oh, Peter, you're a silly peacock friend.
Little pee-pee in the back, preening.
Today is a good meow. You didn't have to use your A meow.
My mom sent us a, what do you call those? Advent calendar?
Oh yeah, we got a Santa.
Yeah, a Santa.
A Santa with 24 pockets on top of his piñata. Or perhaps you might call it his implied apron, I guess. Can Santa have an implied apron?
Yeah.
Turn it on, it doesn't do anything. It's just a piece of cloth. Well, I'm gonna try this Gorilla Glue now where Rachel says she thinks it's a Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
But have you been to Glencoe? It's one of my favourite places. I've been to Glencoe. I be going to Glencoe every Saturday morning. Lots of pretty scenes in the Highlands. Why, welcome, Scottish gentleman. What are you doing? I just be herding my sheeps through the Highlands, talking like a pirate. I was wondering why you had a pirate accent. Because the Scottish people sound just like pirates.
That's actually the conversation that's going on between Pee-Pee and Peter.
Yeah. I'm Peacock's just vibing. Peacock's just sort of showing off.
Yeah, he is now. It's like,
See, this is probably not a live stream. This is probably a feature that's fairly hard to get in another live stream, you know?
Uh-huh.
Up close peacock feeding, I guess.
Yes, Peter, you're on camera.
What a blue Peter peacock friend you are. Are you an important peacock friend? Yes,
Very
you
important
are.
peacock friend. Look at those feathers.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Peter.
Your back feathers are starting to come in again.
Yeah,
See,
they are.
He has big, long back feathers later on in the year, but
Hey,
they
Peter.
recently just all fell. They fall out every year and then they grow new ones, you know?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Pete. We appreciate your guest appearance here on Talking with Famous People. You can see his back feathers there.
Wait, up a little bit. Yeah.
They're starting to come in. They'll get a lot longer than that before he's done. But
Yeah, they're coming back.
you know, it's possible that Pete might actually be an incel peacock, because there's this extremely Chadley peacock at the end of the block.
Yup, and he has a peahen and a child.
And the Chadley peacock at the end of the block will typically hump all the lady peacocks before they get down here to Pete's area of the street.
Yeah.
He kind of monopolizes
Yes.
the peahens.
He does.
By the time they get down here to Pete, they're tired and they don't want to look at his feathers. That's maybe one reason I'm thinking. It's hard to say for sure though.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look here at the chat and see if there's anything interesting for us to comment upon. I'm going to go way back up there and start reading it out loud. MC McPhee, a patio is usually made of concrete. Yes, this is a deck, not a patio. Winston's mom has a front porch with no patio. Out back, I have a deck, and it's on stilts because Cumberland Plateau has hills. This deck is on stilts to make it the same level as the doors to the house in the back house. Cloud, will you teach me how to lure the men? Women? H, you gotta listen to my talking about this on other videos. Don't try to get women, okay? When you start saying them, you're thinking about it wrong. What's the most common bird in American streets? Probably like the pigeon or a sparrow.
Sparrow or pigeon is right.
But ones that we see a lot around here, there's a lot of peacocks around here.
Yeah, there's a lot of peacocks around here. What was it, 2-3 days ago? When we were in Pasadena at Bailey Park.
Bailey Canyon?
Bailey Canyon, yeah. We saw blue jays, which were beautiful too.
Yeah,
we see finches here. There's parrots.
Mm-hmm.
It's
huge
very
flocks of parrots around
yeah.
here. This is a busy bird area. Let's see here.
I like the California blue jay. It's probably one of my favorites right now.
Usually I have read INFPs look girly, but people and my friend think I look very rough and tough. It can have an INFP. I don't think people think INFP dudes look girly. I think maybe they think they're sensitive, and that maybe they think sensitivity is inherently girliness. But I personally consider myself sensitive, even though probably I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the first adjective that people would use to describe me, but I consider myself sensitive.
No, you are sensitive. I think you're more sensitive than I am sometimes. And I don't even like. I wish, man. I wish that FE like went to my core.
I'm glad it doesn't. In Florida, seagulls and New York pigeons. We have hummingbirds here. We also have hummingbirds.
Yes,
and,
hummingbirds.
You have ducks and geese and osprey near your lake. Yeah, that's nice. You like pigeons? You have a lot of seagulls in Scotland. You also have the Scottish ground bird, the Scottish brown tree bird, the Scottish speckled breasted bird. All of those. When I'm with an ENFJ, they tend to end up disliking me and turning everyone else against me too. James, are you making FE social mistakes? Perhaps your FE polar is to blame. Or perhaps the ENFJ's intolerance of your FE polar is to blame.
Is the ENFJ your supervisor?
Not sure, haven't been there. I don't think so, though. I think just a normal kind of bird that isn't a pigeon.
Sparrows are very common. Sparrows are hardy birds. They stay in New York even in the winter.
That cat is not jealous or feeling cornered. That cat is the most entitled cat in the history of mankind.
She really is. Oh my god. I couldn't fall back asleep. I was like, goddamn Pee-Pee.
I was not going to be allowed to sleep because why? She wanted to leave this room and be led into the other room.
Yeah, because she wants to sleep on the bed.
She wants to sleep on the bed inside. And so it's like, even if Rachel and I were both sleeping out here, as we did the other night, she's very restless.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
meow,
meow, meow. Can we go inside now?
She never meows. This cat never meows.
Unless she really clearly wants to communicate to us that we're not listening to her clear cues, you know? But we explained to her, I do know what you're saying.
We do know.
I know you want us to go inside,
care.
but we don't want to go inside right now.
Yes. Oh, God, she is. She's so cute. It's so hard.
Laura McGinley says, I'm from Glasgow, which is a big city, but I'm Dundee now, which is a smaller city, but still okay. I would say to visit Glasgow, Edinburgh. The peacock is tasty. I've often thought that as well, that those would probably be good to eat, but, you know, it's illegal to kill them, actually, here in Southern California. You're basically not allowed to hunt any wild birds, right, as far as I can tell. I looked it up about I've looked at peacocks in Arcadia on a few occasions. One time I saw this thing where somebody had posted that the peacock was being a nuisance and kept like scratching the top of his car and stuff. And if he could kill him, and they said no, it's not legal. It's part of a. This is not a. These birds are not owned by anybody. They're wild game birds, and I guess that means you can't kill them in California. I don't know. I've never really tried, even though I've always thought like, well, if in a pinch we had to hunt for food, there'd be plenty of tasty peacocks around, I guess.
Ain't that the truth?
Let's see here.
Huh.
I have an owl by my bedroom window who's who at night at 3 a.m. Raphael, do you exist for myrrh? I don't give a shit about your opinions. I don't listen to Eric. Thanks, Desire Everything. Yeah, Raphael.
Yeah,
Desire
Raphael.
Everything's not even listening to you. Speaking of peacocks, what happened to Rachel's hair? She made it blue.
And right now the filter is on.
Yeah, it's actually less blue than it looks. Even with the filter off, it's still less blue than it looks. The camera makes it look more blue. We're not sure why.
It's the strangest thing.
Okay, let's see.
It's teal for everyone out there. Oh shoot, I was going. So yeah, what do you think? Which one's which? Which weed is which?
I think you're right. I think that one was the Gorilla Glue. It has certain taste to it. The other one doesn't.
Yeah, I like it. I like the Gorilla Glue.
It's pretty stony.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Okay, Cloud. You're not controlled chaos. The only time you're controlled is when I actually make some effort to control you. You're uncontrolled chaos. You're just not unconstrained chaos. Like you constrain yourself to some extent, but you're certainly not controlled. Yes, people take my sensitivity as my anger or irritation. Yeah, I consider myself pretty sensitive. But it's very hard to get to my sensitive spots. Like, if you're Rachel, you can get to my sensitive spots. If you're my daughter, you can get to my sensitive spots. But it's pretty difficult for my dad to get to my sensitive spots. But other than that, that's really about it. It's hard for random people to get to my sensitive spots.
I was looking at your birth chart and Delilah's birth chart, and it's so interesting how like it shows a good relationship. Like it genuinely shows like
We
that.
get along well and we're friends and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I totally feel like she's this underappreciated delight in my life that I by and large don't think about. It's the same thing with, like I was saying, with the cat and FI Polar. This is the tragic part of FI Polar. I've got this absolutely delightful daughter whom I love spending time with, and I almost never think about her until she comes up, That's the kind of tragic part about FI Polar. But the cool part about it is I really don't care. It may make me teary for a second, but I'll forget about it in a second.
And she's FI Polar too.
Yeah.
So.
Eric, your accent is lovely, but it's more West Country farmer than Scottish. I see. Okay. I'll accept that. I don't doubt that you're right.
Scottish have that droll, right? Isn't it called a droll? It's like the little thing with the tongue.
Oh. Like Edinburgh. I'm going down to Edinburgh. Like
Thanks,
that?
Winston's mom. Yeah. Yeah.
Rachel, can you share... What kind of a question is that?
What?
Rachel, can you share your entire opinion on astrology?
My entire opinion?
What does that even mean?
That's so difficult.
Rachel, Delilah's 10th house and Eric's 9th, or was it vice versa?
Oh, honestly, Winston's mom, I don't know. All I know is that when I looked at it, there were like a lot of very nice, compatible aspects. Ones that showed a good relationship.
They're called doys and circles. That's the opposite of yod, the doy.
Yeah, doys. It was doys and circles.
And the opposite of a square is a circle.
And yeah, like it was really but honestly though, like it was really nice to read because I'm like, oh wow, it makes so much sense. Like it shows up in their synastry.
I will say that Delilah is the only relationship that's like that in my life where I feel this weird because it's a combination of things, right? Like I like her, I like hanging out with her just sort of independently of her relations to me. She's also my daughter, so I feel kind of like this weird pride in her, and also this like I guess biological like emotion movement or something, and then additionally, you know, the relationship between somebody her age and me would normally, if we was IRL, would default to some sort of mentory thing. But not with Delilah. She doesn't care. It's like it's oddly beautiful how little respect she has for anything that she doesn't like that I say. It's like it allows us to be it allows us to just be totally equal all the time.
It's great.
Okay, Desire Everything. If you are an INFP and you actually have a YouTube channel with 4,500 people who are subscribers, what's your channel called? Is it called the other name or is it called this name?
Yeah, that's right. Host Eric checks out channels.
Well, the reason I'm checking out this channel is very specific. If he's I needed to use the filter channel. Okay, this is your channel. Oh, it's in Hindi. Are all these in Hindi? How strange. Is this in English? This one?
कैसा एटीट्यूड रखे हैं कि लड़कियां आपसे अट्रैक्ट हों? Yep.
That's not in English. Desire Everything. God. You're speaking a different language. It's like you got a different word for everything. I can't understand that stuff. That's not English. Okay, here's the thing that I'm just not getting. You have a YouTube channel with almost 5,000 subscribers, and you're acting like you need dating advice from me or something. I mean, surely you've got plenty of chicks to choose from, right? I mean, I don't know how India goes, you know? Who knows how it is in India?
Desire Everything, would you do my and Eric's compatibility? Do you do that kind of stuff?
Okay, I'm not saying 5,000 subs is that many subs. It's not that many fewer than mine. I'm saying by the time you have 5,000 subs, in my experience anyway, but maybe my experience isn't common, I don't know, it's like by the time I had 5,000 subs, I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, why are there suddenly, you know, it was a frame of reference shock, you know, because I'd never experienced being like the target of female attention in so obvious a way before. But of course, it's sort of the nature of the platform too. It's like everybody knows when I'm single, everybody knows when I'm not, you know, and that's how I deal with the platform. So maybe it's a little bit different for you. I don't know. How are you guys pulling chicks? I'm not pulling chicks. I got Rachel though from this community.
Yeah.
She came from
Yep.
from YouTube.
I was a subscriber.
She was a YouTuber herself. But she was, from my perspective, I knew her as somebody who I really liked her comments because she'd comment on my music, unlike a lot of people.
Yeah.
And say nice things about it. And
yeah, because I really thought it. Like, I remember seeing at the end of your music video, subscribe and like comments are.
Well, you know, and the other thing is, of course, if you comment on my music videos, you're much more likely to get a response from me.
Oh,
if you
I love your
comment
music.
On the other thing. So it's probably just sort of INFJ smartness to understand that.
Oh, I was just being totally brutally honest. I was just like, this stuff is great. Like, I have to let him know. And you put it out there that you like those things, so I was like, hey, I'll say I like it because I do.
Winston's mom, that doesn't. YouTube's pretty effective at shutting that shit down. They have periodic purges. One of the nice things about my channel is every purge that happens, I lose almost nobody. Because all of my meows are legitimate. Hello? Hello? Hi, Chinese spam? I don't remember asking for Chinese spam. Okay, let's see. So,
So yeah, we met through this channel.
Right.
And I was interested in astrology and had paid for stuff for astrology, so I was like, I'm really into MBTI, and I don't really resonate with, like, I don't know why the test is changing, and I don't resonate with the characteristics of my, you know, at the time. And so I went to Eric for typing, and he got the closest to it, and then we got close. And I was originally coming out here for a week to see like how things go, and I just ended up staying because it worked so well. And then over time, he realized that I was actually an INFJ, not an ENFJ. So that's how it happened.
You know, the brand Supreme, that very high expensive brand, I would like them to put out a Supreme brand of what Skygear calls pig anuses. Would also be called spam. Wouldn't that be a good idea for Supreme to put out their own brand, their own cans of spam called Supreme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good idea. Supreme. It's pretty much the same thing. Who came up with Supreme?
Raphael, do you speak Hindi? Because if you don't speak Hindi, then you don't know what his advice says. I don't speak it, so I couldn't tell what he was saying. I don't know if he's if he's spewing bullshit or golden nuggets of wisdom.
Yeah,
It could be
we have
anything
no
in between.
idea.
I have no idea.
It's not in English.
Yeah. That's something I've already complained about it. Don't worry. Right. I've already complained about it.
Yeah. Been
I've
that.
already reported his channel to YouTube. Not in English! Exclamation point,
Is
exclamation
this
point.
the glue? No! Oh, yeah. This is the glue.
You
Because this is...
The mark, there's
Not
one of
the
them that's
glue.
marked. Okay. This marked one is not the glue. Fine.
Okay.
Raphael, why are you so mad?
Damn!
Why do you gotta bring
Goddamn.
that? Why do you
Goddamn,
gotta bring your
goddamn.
mastic to every party?
God damn!
Hi, I'm here. I'm Raphael. Yeah, I am hereby judging you on what? I don't need any. I can just tell. You are no good, and you too. You over there, no damn good. I'm Raphael. I'm here to pass judgment. You stop doing what you're doing. You, that's wrong and bad. Why, Raphael? Why see as Joseph is better
There's
typology
gotta be
than
one at the
Strauss?
party. You know that. Gosh, where did it go?
Maybe.
Oh, here.
You might have an hour. Cloud wants to make a video called Why C.S. Joseph is better typologist than Eric Strauss.
Go for it.
I don't know if I'm going to be here in an hour or not, but maybe. I do know this. Like a Zen koan, huh? It's like a Zen koan. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. I'm going to try it. I think Winston Mama has a good idea. I'm going to listen to his video and I'm going to deduce what he's saying
Okay.
based on what it sounds like to me. I'm
लड़कियां
gonna,
आपसे अट्रैक्ट हों
or don't you
Yeah,
copyright me,
okay.
okay?
देखिए दोस्तों लड़कियों का जो दिमाग होता है
But first,
वो मिस्ट्री वाला दिमाग होता है
get a
वो
scarf.
मिस्टीरियस लड़के
Then,
जो एकदम से अपने आप को जाहिर नहीं करते
wrap it
वो लड़के
gently
ज्यादा
around
पसंद
his
आते हैं।
neck.
तो मेरा कहने का मतलब ये है अपनी
Soon
बातों
you'll
में
discover a
अपनी
field
personality
to
में
which you
mystery
can
रखिए।
run.
हर बात एकदम खुल के बताने की जरूरत नहीं है
She'll
अगर वो
come
तुम्हारे बारे में सब जान
beside
जाएगी
you and
तो वो बोर हो
say,
जाएगी तुमसे
hey,
तो अपने बारे में हमेशा
how do you like
mystery
living
बनाते
here in
रहो।
India?
तो
And you'll
mysterious
see him reply,
चीजों के बारे में हमेशा लोगों
the
को जानने
curry
में मजा आता है
is
और जब
absolutely
लड़की को कुछ mysterious लगता
spectacular.
है तो वो जानने की कोशिश करती है अब जब
And
यहाँ मैं
she'll
mysterious
say,
की बात करता हूँ तो इसका मतलब ये है
"You're
आप
so
लड़की से कितना प्यार
funny."
करते हैं उसको कितना
She'll
पसंद
pat
करते
your
हैं
shoulder
हमेशा
like
उसको
that.
मिस्ट्री में रखिए कि आप उसको पसंद करते
And
हैं या नहीं
then, what's going to happen?
हमेशा कभी ऐसा
Then
बिहेव कीजिए आप
he's
उसको
gonna
पसंद
kiss the
करते हैं
girl on
कभी
the
उसको ऐसा
forehead.
बिहेव करिए जैसे आपको
He's
उसमें
going to be
इंटरेस्ट
like, I
नहीं है
love my
तो जब आप
foreign
मिस्ट्री बना
kiss.
के रखेंगे
It's
तो मैं
so
definitely कह सकता हूँ लड़कियों का
patronizing but
attract
also
होगा।
romantic.
तो ये पहली टिप है दूसरी टिप
Oh, look at that lady.
लड़की को फन प्रोवाइड कीजिए
These,
अब यहाँ मेरा फन से मतलब ये नहीं है कि जोकर बनकर डांस करना है आपको यहाँ मेरा फन
I gotta stop listening to you because that's I gotta just hear
लगे कि
words.
तुम कुछ
Just the words.
अट्रैक्टिव पर्सनालिटी हो तुम्हारी बातों से कॉन्फिडेंस झलकना चाहिए
Very
तुम्हारी बातों
important to have
से झलकना चाहिए
compatible
कि तुम्हारे पास
personalities.
किसी लड़कियों की कमी नहीं है तुमने जरा सा भी अगर नाटक किया तो मेरे को तो कोई भी मिल सकती है
You want a woman who will gently caress
अपना कॉन्फिडेंस अपनी बातों का पक्का
your
आपने जो कह दिया
hips, no, below your hips, near your thigh.
और
But
हमेशा बातों
if
को
she reaches to your
थोड़ा हिम्मत
buttocks,
देने की
then she
कोशिश
is a slut, and you should condemn her.
अगर कोई लड़की मुझसे पूछती है आके कि यार तुम मेरी बर्थडे पार्टी में क्यों नहीं आया
Remember,
बर्थडे पार्टी में आना
approach
चाहिए था,
a woman and say, "Is that curry on your face?" And when she reaches up, say, "Got your nose," and grab her like this.
बर्थडे
With
नहीं
her
आता
wrist.
रहूंगा तेरे
Oh, do it.
Oh,
Is that curry on your face?
तो वो
Got your nose.
पागल मजाक कर रहा हूँ एक्चुअली कुछ काम आ गया था इसलिए नहीं आ पाया
That's good advice. That's really good advice in
बातों में
Hindi.
एक अलग पना झलकना चाहिए क्योंकि इसको 100 लड़के बोल रहे हैं
I mean, I fell in love with you right after that.
हम ऐसी बातें बहुत लड़के करते हैं
Tip
2 मिनट रहो में
14.
कोई बात कहनी है फिर
Bring a
आगे
handful of powder
तो
that's
आपको
very
अपनी बातों में अलग
colorful
रखना है
to throw at
फन देना है
ladies.
अपनी बातों में
It'll remind them of
ऐसा नहीं
marriage
होना चाहिए कि आप
ceremonies
मतलब अपनी टोन में फन
and will cause them to ovulate,
तीसरा एटीट्यूड जो
which will drive them into sexual heat.
आपने अक्सर नोट किया होगा
I'm pretty sure that's not how the biology of women works, but to each their own, I guess.
आपने स्कूल कॉलेज ऑफिस हर जगह ऑब्जर्व किया होगा आप कोई अपनी एक ऐसी क्वालिटी डेवलप करो जिससे लड़की अट्रैक्ट हो
Remember,
जब मैं अपने
if you ever touch a woman who's on her menstrual cycle, you'll become befouled by her inherent sin.
कार्यक्रम होते हैं मैं ऐसी बातें करके
You'll have to wash in the holy river 40 times,
और
4
हर इंसान
days
की
and
कोई ना कोई
nights.
क्वालिटी होती है, वो क्वालिटी अपने अंदर नहीं पता, आप तो अपने अंदर डेवलप करो.
Be careful.
क्वालिटी से लड़की अट्रैक्ट होगी,
For inside of a
पास हो जाएगी.
woman
और उस
lies
क्वालिटी
the
को
blood
पहचानो.
of a
क्वालिटी बहुत
demon.
जरूरी है. क्वालिटी
And it is
ये
called
बताती है कि व्यक्ति
menstruation.
आगे जाके स्टेटस वाला बनेगा.
Okay, why are you saying all this stuff? I'm beginning to think you Indians are a little bit wacky about it.
I just wanted to give
वो ये
you.
रहेगी
I
कि
just wanted
हमेशा
to bring
एक
it
ऐसे लड़के
back
बनिए
to a
जिसका
topic that we're
status
talking
high.
about today. How you really admired the Nelson Mandela
Right, yes.
interpreter, and so you today, host Derek, were able to interpret Hindi.
Okay, now I'm going to narrate these pictures in English
Okay.
without his thing.
Okay.
So, first, step one, take her out on a place where there's a moon. Hold her hand and say, hey, I really like you. And she'll hug you. She'll grab your arm and you grab her back. Then, quickly run to the snow. Put on a couple of scarves and you'll find that the snow brings you close together with warmth. Then, switch to summer. You're moved ahead. We moved ahead. Oh, wait! Your pictures are moving too fast. Uh-oh, look at that. Look at that one. Look at this hilarious picture. Let's look at it.
I saw that.
Let's look at it. Mr. Right, Mrs. Always Right. Oh my gosh, what an unhealthy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this one. I've jumped into your arms.
It's freezing cold.
And you've jumped into my life.
Oh, thanks for bringing me up this high.
Okay, Rachel, from now on, I'll be the dude and you be the chick in the picture, okay?
Okay.
Do you want to... You can choose either first or second to go first or second.
Second.
Baby, why you gotta put this chain link fence between us? You know I love you.
I know you think that this is a good idea, but I'm gonna smack you in a second.
How about this one? You want to go first or second?
Second. I'm used to second.
You know, I just want to tell you, I really like your little dog. And if you could just move your head out of the way, I'd be able to pet him.
But I really wanted to kiss you.
No, you know, I'm an asexual romantic.
Wait,
so
but...
we can just Eskimo kiss. Eskimo kisses. That's this couple. They're not a very healthy couple either. Let's see about this one. Hey.
Hi.
Who do you know at this wedding?
I really like it.
Did you see I've got suspenders on?
No, but suspenders are cool.
Yeah, you know what they do?
No.
They hold up my pants.
Oh.
You know what you do?
No.
You take them down.
Oh.
Good stuff. Let's see what this one. Oh my gosh. Carla, have I ever told you how patronizingly adorable I find you?
I am so afraid I'm gonna fall off this cliff right now.
Hush. It'll be fine. Just don't step to the left.
Who are you even?
Remember I met you last night at the bar. Come on. Kisses. Oh, look at this. It's wonderful.
I'm so happy in this field. I feel so free.
Oh, it's so fun that we came here. Look at the buffalo.
Don't you love our matching hats? I'm so glad you put yours on.
Come on, let's run some more. I've got a surprise for you. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's flowers.
Ah! I love you.
Judy, listen. This has been really great.
What?
I'm just not sure that you're the girl I want to kiss in front of this sunset right here.
I just told you I love you.
I know, but you know, what I feel is more of a disregard.
Don't you see my waist? I'm seriously into you. Oh my god.
I've asked you to increase the gap between your thighs, and you've not done so. He's a real body shamer.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a real nice guy. And I'm here with Margaret.
And don't I look good in pictures?
Who else wants to take pictures? I'm ESFJ. I'm here. I got this girlfriend. Hey, Joe. Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
By girlfriend, he means girl and a friend.
No, you know, we're going out now.
No.
Wait, we talked. She's just
don't
joking
I look
around.
Great in pictures?
You do. You look fantastic. Let's take some more.
Yes. No.
Wait,
I tenderly.
I missed one. This one.
Our noses are so divine.
When you lay down, you never expected I was going to walk around the other side and lay down the opposite direction, did you?
But I did, because I reached for your head, and it was there.
Baby, whenever you reach for my head, it will always be there. That's how they got married. Right? They're so tender.
Oh my god, I love your arm.
Hey, look at this chick's boobs.
You've got nice arms.
I work out. All right, that's enough handy for
So
today.
I think we got a good broad perspective on what it's like. This is double dating.
Polyamory.
Polyamory. Look, you can tell the hoodie guy really wants to put his hand on that girl's butt. I
Yeah.
mean, I could tell from here.
She's looking to the left because she's tired of this relationship.
Yeah, she is.
He's checking out her ass.
Uh-huh.
She's just walking straight ahead. And he's going, I know he's checking out her ass.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Oh, gosh. I love these kind of photos, these ridiculous stock photos, you know?
Me too. Like,
Running
that's
through the
like
meadow.
SMJ. That like so reminds me of my sister.
Oh, yes.
He's totally looking down her shirt.
Wait. this
This
picture
is
here,
real.
this guy is, fuck yeah. I can't believe I got hired to pose in this stock photo. This is sweet.
Yeah. He's
Tuck my arm down here, you said?
Yeah,
All
I can do that.
I'm totally gonna hit this shit.
Yeah. Actually, she's kind of thinking the same thing about him.
Well, I think they're looking at something on the ground.
Or is there something in your pocket?
Oh yeah, maybe she's holding it
Whoa.
back. That's possible too. Maybe you should put my dick back in my pants. No, I'm admiring it right now.
I'm trying to keep it warm.
Oh.
Oh. See, I wanted them to blur out the ring because it's not the ring that matters. It's our gaze.
Tom, do not tell me you put this on Facebook. It is upside down. This picture really needs to be turned the other way around.
It does.
Okay, well, that's an excellent video. I gotta tell you, one of the most exciting Hindi videos I've ever watched. And, yeah.
I got a big one.
I think you may have scared the author of the channel away. Really?
We
Well.
could have. We didn't mean to. We wanted to find out, like, if we could get, what kind of advice.
Oh my god, look at this conveniently arranged flowers in a bunch I'm giving you. That is what they're saying.
It is.
You're holding that poor hostage girl. Tim Tebow sneaks off with Mia Kunis and boys Ashton Kutcher ticked off. Responding to TWFP allegations. Why do you put that in quotes? Oh. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it's spectacularly well reasoned.
So, E. McPhee, it's funny that you're talking about statistics because Delilah is on her third round of taking a statistics class for psychology, and now she really enjoys it. What are you discussing about statistics? I took statistics in my sophomore year, and I liked it at first, and then I didn't do any of the homework, and I basically failed.
Hey, There's no failure in failure, okay?
Okay.
Just remember that. Failure is just the road to success.
You're right. Thank you, host Eric.
You're welcome. And, the 210 is one of several roads to Pasadena. Just for your reference. So I'd mention that as well.
Thank you. Because that makes me more Californian.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what statistics exactly? All the best statistics you can find. Host Eric is Deku and INFJ. Who's Deku? Well, it successfully provoked all caps from you, didn't it?
See, that's what every ENTJ says to every INFJ when they come up with ideas.
What?
What success did that failure bring?
Oh. I think it probably statistics for use among normal professionals. So, like lots of professional researchers need a certain amount of statistics, even if they're not doing anything complicated with the math. They need to understand stats, So, I think they're probably talking about that. It's sort of like, eventually you get to, so you need to use math.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Yep, here's more.
We didn't understand that. We just thought we were doing this for kicks.
Because they say that you're not like a professional if you don't do the statistics on the studies.
Right. You gotta, in other words, to have this full sheen of science, you need to have some sort of statistical model that is consistent with what they teach in the stats classes. I'm also doing regressions and correlations right now. I'm regressing to an earlier age, and I'm finding that correlates with me being more self-indulgent.
What about them are you discussing? Not to pry, but I'm just...
What ANOVAs?
I'm actually looking for opinions. Like, are you guys helping each other out? Or are you just discussing how they're difficult? Or how you're discussing, I got it? I just kind of want to get the vibe of the Scots living room right now.
It's chock full of calculators.
What's a calculator?
It's the proper Eric pronunciation of the word calculator.
Oh, calculator.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known better.
Calculators.
Calculators.
I'm quite confident that the Scots must pronounce it that way as well. I've never heard anybody pronounce it that way, but I'm sure the Scots must pronounce it that way.
You're not a fool, Laura McGinley. It was really hard for me as well. I could have done better if I had done my homework, but who wants to do homework in college? My God. Papers are bad enough. And then the group projects that you gotta do? Fuck. It's like they really tried, it's like we're already awkwardly socializing. Why does it have to be even more awkward?
Analysis of variance. That sounds like fun.
Oh, so cool. E. McPhee is a asset to Lauren right now.
And to society as a whole.
Of course. I didn't mean to minimize it at all.
I didn't think you did. I was just going to add on the fact that when you know statistics, you serve society as a whole. Because why? Because you take your math numbers seriously. Some people don't take their math numbers seriously enough.
No, I don't think so. I think you're right. There's a lot of fractions in statistics, and I think that's why people don't wholly conceptualize it.
There's a lot of numerophobia out there.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I had it. I had it in 6th grade.
And there's a
In
lot of
first
there's a
grade.
lot of groupism in math. It's like some people are like it's all the fault of the irrational numbers. Other people say no, it's all the rational numbers' fault. Still, other people say it's the integers we should blame.
I know, Laura McGinley. I had to rely on other people too, and I still just didn't give a shit. I couldn't take math. I hated math, and it just stuck with me. Except when I was a waitress, then I loved math because I liked counting my money. E. McPhee, we take our math really seriously in Scotland. Why?
Because historically, Scotland didn't take their maths very seriously, and their buildings kept falling over. They'd be like, I thought you said 12 feet. I said 14. 12, 14, same thing. Now they take it seriously. Now they do, because they've had too many big collapses, big...
Damn, I'm so sorry. Was that in the Highlands?
Well, they had this massive bridge they built over the River Scotland, and it had 4 million people on it when it collapsed.
Oh my goodness, that's so many.
All 4 million died. It was quite a dramatic... You might have heard about it in the news. It was one of the most shocking public infrastructure accidents in history.
In history?
Yeah.
What time in history did this happen?
Just a few days ago. That's why there's only 3 Scottish people left.
That's why there's only 3 Scottish people left.
Yeah, the 4 million were on that bridge.
This is one of the most popular live streams, so everyone comes here.
And when MC McPhee saw the news on it, she said, I'm never going to let a Scottish mathematician design a bridge again.
She says it's true.
Mm-hmm. I know, she validates it, yeah. That's why.
Well, I'm glad you guys survived.
You know, Scotland, the only thing you can say about it is it's tragic, but at least they paid their own piper, you know?
Yeah.
They were the ones to insist on using Scottish math, and they were the ones to die in the bridge collapse. So, you know, they made their own bridge collapse with it.
So, Lauren, Lorna, and Erin, how do you feel about having to carry on the lineage of the Scots? Do you feel any pressure now?
No, single guys out there. If you'd like to be the Adam to Laura, Lauren, and MC McPhee's Eves, travel to Scotland. You'll be the only man there. And you can repopulate the Scottish race.
We'll improve them. Good. I'm glad.
This time, no
We're
more
definitely
sheep.
visiting.
This time, no sheep, MC McPhee. Just get rid of the sheep, replace them all with goats.
Can you, can I get maybe a sweater made out of the goats?
Yes.
Here?
You know what? We're going to have the Scottish reinvent the goat into a wool-bearing animal.
Oh, shit. They don't... But
yes. We have to breed them.
Well, they make milk and cheese.
Okay, but what I want is for them to look white and woolly and to say bah.
Okay.
So we're going to need to evolve them.
Well, they have...
By specialized breeding programs, we'll evolve them from goats into sheep.
Okay, and then I can have my woolly sweater.
But they'll retain their goaty quality of yelling like a human being.
I do feel some pressure, but it's okay because we will pass down great genes. I'm glad to hear that. Send us your CVs. Actually, I want to get Eric 23andMe so we can find some lineage and why he's the height he is. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I really want to do, though, too?
What?
I want to test 2 things. I want to go do 23andMe, then wait a couple weeks, do it again. Now, if I were to do that, it would accomplish 2 things. If they were exactly the same both times, then you'd say, well, they just redid the test on the same DNA, got exactly the same thing. Or they kept a record of my name and cheated, because what I would expect to happen is, like, the first time be 80% New Zealander, the second time be like 80% Colombian or something, right?
That's right, because you're transracial.
Because I'm transracial. So if the results don't turn out like that, they turn out exactly the same, I'm thinking maybe it's fixed. Maybe they're just scamming us all, you know?
Well, yes. I agree.
But I still would be curious to see what my first test results are. Just sort of, it's basically just spin the racial wheel of fortune.
Yeah.
And whatever day it is that I happen to get
I am.
That's the race I'm going to turn to.
Yeah, I honestly am. I'm curious. I want to Maybe, you know what would be crazy if I'm related distantly to you girls, because I have lineage in Scotland, in Edinburgh and Glasgow.
She's got an Aunt NC McPhee. Very similar, but it's a little bit different. I guess it's a common name there. Your dad's side of the family went there years ago, meaning to the United States of America.
Oh, Jamaica.
I went to Jamaica.
Oh.
I thought you were concluding you were part Jamaican because you like reggae music or smoking weed. But non-Jamaicans can also like reggae and smoking weed.
Yeah, maybe we are. My mom's last name was McCurgan. MC capital KIRGAN. McCurgan.
McCurgans. The McCurgans down by the by the bog. Go fetch me one of the McCurgans down from the bog. But Paul.
Yes, we do have a Paul. We do have a Paul McCurgan. I want to find out if Eric does have like African in him, and also, you know, I found out that I sound like a fucking Californian right now. I found out that I have 1% Chinese.
You seem 1% Chinese.
And I have some gene passed down from my mom that's like Moroccan or some shit.
I can smell the 1% Chinese in you.
I make really good dumplings.
That's
one thing.
One of my favorite institutions in Los Angeles, though I've never been there. I've never been there, but I love it anyway. Is Ting Tong Ling Long Chinese food, which is near UCLA. I don't know if you guys remember the famous Ting Tong Ling Long video. Did anybody remember the Ting Tong Ling Long video? So I don't know how many years ago it was. There was some OC girl, like a blonde hair or OC girl, and she made this really like racist rant video in the library, and she's like, cause you know it's like I'm here, I'm studying poli-sci, and then it's like Ting Tong Ling Long. That's just first of all, there's some Chinese guy made a hilarious song called like Ting Tong Ling Long means I love you or something
really?
like that.
Oh yeah, you showed me it.
I did that?
Yes, you did.
And then somebody else, another Asian guy, I think, opened a restaurant called Ting Tong Ling Long Chinese food, and
that's funny.
And at UCLA. So you know.
Can we go there sometime?
Yeah, once we're allowed to exist again.
Oh my gosh, my family feels so bad for us. Everyone does have a little bit of African in them. It was just like, I wasn't trying to sound like hoity-toity. It was just like this like specific gene that they try to track down. Like, I don't know. It was like, I don't.
Yeah, I want to be 100% from the Congo.
Yeah, you could be. 100%.
100% from the Congo.
It really has shaped your life.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, the 5 keys, Ting Tong Ling Long, Ling Ting Tong. Oh, that's a different song. Is that an actual racist song from the 50s? That's great. There's an actual racist song called Ling Ting Tong from the 50s? We've got to see this.
Thanks, Winston's mom.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I pasted it in the community tab earlier. That Falco video for their commissar is just... it's mesmerizing to watch. It's so...
The one that we watched this morning?
Yeah, the guy with the running.
So good.
It's such a good video.
It is.
It just makes me want to just just laugh like the whole time, and also just sort of have my
I
jaw
wanna
drop in
dance.
admiration to it.
This is very interesting.
I went to Chinatown, way back in old Hong Kong, to get some egg foo young, and then I heard a gong. Ling ting tong, got to sing that song called Pass the Mocha Boom Daye, Pass the Mocha Boom. Ling ting tong, he would never be wrong.
I like
I
it.
wanna sing your song.
It's you know, it's good. This is a real news report from King Wong for Chicken's Watch. It might be. I took a chance on that song because it's old, and I figure it might be public domain or something. But I'm a little hesitant about putting things that might get me copyrighted. You know.
Yeah.
Good night, MC McPhee. You
Good
got
night.
a 9 a.m. lecture, so it's time to go to bed.
Oh, yep.
You know what time it is in Scotland right now? It's 8 a.m.
Guess
So they've
who's
only got 45 minutes to sleep.
who wears the pants in the house? I think it's
MC McPhee?
yep.
Yeah, she's putting everyone to bed. Copy striked out of the grave. I think I'm about ready to stop streaming
Yeah.
myself.
I'm with you.
See you later. Thanks for being here.
Bye, folks.